I got a death threat in Lost Ark by a bad performance in an Argos bus. Story time with Bonko. This happened around a week ago when I was like, hey, maybe it would be a good idea to bus on stream. Show the viewers what me, Bonko, a Lost Ark enthusiast, gamer, meme maker, overall okay guy can do. I made a party and all things went the way a bus should go. I found a bus partner and we started our search for passengers. I got the mail because I recruited Vulcan players in party 1 and he was in Bergstrom. Who the fuck plays in Bergstrom? So he had a couple gem buyers. Now normally I would accept payment after G2, but I was streaming. So I was like, hey, why don't I link the stream so they have more confidence in the person who's busing them? And as I was streaming, they could also watch the bus driver POV. We didn't charge very much. It was 1400 gold, so the passengers came flocking in. So we start the raid and I'm all confident because I've done Argos buses before. No, seriously, I really have. But with friends who are way more gear than I was. As we get started, I die right away in gate 1 from a pizza mech, kind of setting the pace for the rest of the bus. Maybe I was just a tiny bit overconfident in my Argos busing ability, but it really started to show in gate 2. I was in party 1 and I wasn't able to do enough damage to skip the stagger mech. I didn't know you could time stop this mechanic until later on, and so we started over. The second time I was playing a bit more safe, but I wasn't able to do enough damage, and so my raid partner died. The third time, one of our passengers decided to help me out by helping the DPS in party 1. Kind of embarrassing, I know. My bus partner had no issues clearing in party 2, and he did it pretty easily. And he was also nice enough to not say anything about me dying all the time. When he finally came back to the party 2 mini boss, found a dead Glavier, floor POV Glavier. But alas, we phase Argos and we move on to gate 3. At this point, one of the passengers is already furious at the bus experience, saying that if I was really sorry for the inconvenience that I would refund his gold. He also started a death counter, stating that I died 4 times before clearing gate 2. Now, I'm not exactly sure how many times I died, but let's move on. It doesn't really matter. We get to gate 3 and the first try goes pretty damn well. We got him into the phase where we have to collect the orbs, but a visual bug occurred and I think we both died from that. We couldn't find the last orb. I swear it didn't exist. At this point, the same passenger that was already complaining is now furious. He is mocking me, saying how he's gonna expose me to all of the Vulcan players, and he's basically just asking for the manager. Except this time, I'm the manager. Gate 3 took us about 30 minutes and I kept dying. We didn't have enough DPS and honestly I was just about to give up. But I said to myself, one last try, just one more. And if I can't clear it, hey, I'll just refund the gold and we can move on with our lives. During our last attempt, I spammed the keyboard so hard that my entire camera and lighting setup fell from the fucking sky. It crashed into my desk. I was nervous, man. I was on edge. People are mad at me. I'm streaming this entire process and my camera fucking falls from the sky because of how hard I was spamming it. Oh boy, that feeling of anxiety gave me PTSD. But nonetheless, after a hard final attempt, I had to run out of potions and I died again. But at the last moment, my partner loads up his surge and slams Argos to death, finally clearing the raid. The entire process took about 60 minutes, and I know that's a long ass time for a bus. I apologize to my partner, I apologize to everyone who had to endure my runs, and the person who has been complaining all throughout the raid said, this Glavier is gonna get hit by a bus IRL after that. I'll post the message he said over here, so you can see for yourself. And I was just like, damn, that felt so deserved, but at the same time, it didn't. Those words pierced my heart, and I said, this is it. This is my last stream. This is the last bus I do. I'm never doing it again. But I think the moral of the story here is encourage players if they're having a hard time. I don't think giving people a hard time is a great idea, especially when they have your gold. But yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys the story of how I received a death threat in Lost Ark. I don't really have any hard feelings from it. I mean, I'm still gonna keep streaming. I'm still gonna sell Argos buses, and maybe with a bit more practice, I get better. Wish me luck. Giveaway is in the comments down below. If you guys are enjoying the content here, be sure to subscribe to the channel. I post weekly. Follow the Twitch if you want to be entered into giveaway. Be nice to people. Don't send people death threats, and I'll see you next week.